everything is too much. So I really like the idea that this music, as I always say, it's not music. In Italy we say that sometimes easy things, they either talk to your belly or they talk to your head.
Okay.
While what I always say, this album, I just didn't want it on purpose to do neither of those two things. I just wanted to talk to the heart. But to do that, you need to open.
You need to slow down.
Yeah, you need to slow down, and you need to open the heart of that. You know, it's like opening heart to love or to someone. You need to, it's not sit down, but you need to slow down. You need to be present in that moment without your mobile phone, without being distracted. You just need to experience the moment. It can be 3 minutes, it's fine. You know, I'm not saying that it's something that has to last for a very long time, but those 3 minutes, then you have to really be there. And I really like the fact that I see a lot of musicians, they always, now music also is going for the more upbeat electronics or heavy, something that has to capture the attention because there is so much music. And I just want to do something that is completely going the other way around. I don't want to capture the attention. I want the attention of this album being the very fact that it needs your attention. If you don't have it, whatever.
Yeah, because, okay then, so I think that's all of that is beautiful. I think that's really beautifully put. But let me challenge you on that then. That means that the listener has got to invest a lot of time in it, so why should they?
Yes, but this is also what I said before. You know, if I say, for example, if there's something like Emily, it is like 3 minutes and something. The way, maybe it's just because the way I am. I mean, I don't mind listening to a Tool track. And then just soon after, there is Emily. And then there is, I don't know, the new Metallica single. But those 3 minutes and a half, even if it is a short time, it must be there with attention. So I'm not sure it's about the quantity. For me, it's very much about the quality.
Yeah. Well, it's about the magic of it, isn't it? There's a certain magic, I think, involved in pop music. Are you going to be able to do it live? Because I'm wondering if there is going to be, you know, a proper Nosound out on the road tour this time. Is that possible?
It is possible. It is possible. I'm just trying to find a good way of doing that. You know, it would be nice to just to open for bigger bands than us doing festivals. I'm really trying to find a new booking agent situation that could help us doing that.
Could that be across Europe? I mean, could that
definitely. No, definitely. That what we. I want to do a special event. It's possible we're going to do it on our own in Rome. And I want to do something that is open to everyone who wants to fly to Rome. Okay. So it's like I want to just rent a very nice theater for, you know, with a good PA and good visuals and just do a full... It's like, I want to call it like a Nosound party and say to people with months in advance. So, you know, that we can organize something in Rome. But apart from that, what I want to do really with the band as well, because we all agree about that, just doing a European tour longer than the last one, so just going for the country.
What are the advantages of doing that, and what are the disadvantages of doing that? I mean, are you essentially playing to the choir if you do a tour? You're playing to Nosound fans, or do you think you can bring new people on board by doing that, get better known by touring?
To be honest, every time that we played in front of a new audience, I always get the same comment. People always say, "Oh, why your music is not played on the radio?" Because everyone because there is a kind of a possibly, you know, if you just ignore the mood of the lyrics, if you want, it is anyway a kind of soothing music. It is a mellow music. It's not hard. It's not difficult. It is pop in a way. It is a nice pop melodic music.
It's not challenging. I agree. Yeah.
So people always say that, you know, why your music is not more often heard. So when we play in front of new audience, more often than not, we get people into our music. So I would love to play in front. I just
wonder if that, you know, with the rise of Wilson, I'm postulating here. I'm just wondering if you guys are all actually ahead of the curve. Is that actually this record, particularly Bruce's new record, as well, is actually going to become hugely popular? It's becoming bigger, isn't it?
Well, I hope so. I think that we're all moving, what I like, you know, Bruce and Pablo and Steven. I mean, we are all moving from what were the origins of, I don't know, the more classic, if you want, progressive music. We're just moving through more peculiar directions, but at the same time, we are making it simpler.
Emily, I'm in trouble. Get these thoughts out of my head. Emily, I'm in trouble. Time stole my strength and life me fled. And you know I struggle. Holding myself together through the storms. And I'm seeing double. Don't leave me here alone. Step out tonight and look up at the stars. We could share this in the sky once more, even if we were apart. I know it was ages ago. I'm afraid you won't find me here anymore, for I'm so ashamed of what I've become, of what I've
Yeah, perhaps, but also I think, mate, I think the press, the music press, are catching up. You know,
Yes.
I think, you know, I don't think you're particularly simple is interesting. I don't think you've still got those textures. I think.
When
Maybe you're not just a bunch of awkward buggers now. Maybe you're thinking, okay, the next record's got to be better than the previous one. Maybe
I don't know. For me, when I speak about simple, I really always mean it as a compliment. For me, it's simple.
Yeah.
I mean, the best ideas are simple. The best music is simple. I'm not a huge fan of complex stuff. So, I mean, for me, simple really is a huge compliment. A simple song, for me, is much better than any 15 minutes to sweet or anything like that.
So we've talked about the tour and what you're doing in the future there. What happens after that? Is there going to be more Nosound records? Do you want to make the greatest record you can? Have you made the greatest record you can? What are your plans after, in the next couple of years after the tour?
Well, at the moment, I'm sure, probably for the first time, I'm sure that I've done the best record I could at the moment. This is why we went through all the graphic changes and stuff. It's really, I really feel it is a new step now, and we just move forward from that. Plans for the next 2 years. Actually, there are a lot. There is, I'm not possibly already a full new album, but there is a lot of material that I just left aside that was not fitting into this mood, but it could be fitting in some other kind of mood. And so I think possibly that sooner than later, definitely sooner than later, there's going to be a new album I want to start working on.
Ho steso la mia pelle sulla strada e ho lasciato camminarci la sera con le ombre delle case trafitte dalla pioggia deserti di luci alle finestre. Il fuoco dormiva nella pietra, a scarafaggi sui miei sogni di vetro. Garcia intrecciava ricami di parole come dita veloci sulla cetra, e le smorfie delle case trafitte dalla pioggia, coi denti di luce alle finestre. Sul mio ventre, nel mio canto, sul mio pianto, nel mio regno più secco è dentro, io sogno e incendio, più secco è dentro, io sogno e incendio.
Nosound, Sogno E Incendio, Dreams and Fire, featuring vocals and lyrics from Andrea Chimenti. And before that you heard Emily, and before that In Celebration of Life. And you can see the video of In Celebration of Life at kscopemusic.com. Scintilla is now available. A deluxe CD Blu-ray in media book with a 24-page booklet. The Blu-ray contains HD stereo and 5.1 surround sound mixes and some additional video content. On vinyl, an audiophile double 180-gram vinyl edition, mastered, as is popular these days, at 45 RPM for maximum quality, in a gatefold cover with booklet polylined inner bags. And that also includes a download card featuring the vinyl master. Nosound, Scintilla, out now. My thanks to everybody at Burning Shed for making me so welcome when I visited Giancarlo last week. Right, little bit of change of mood now as we visit the Progressive Music Awards, hosted last week by our friends at Prog Magazine. Our congratulations to the editor Jerry Ewing for making this happen. The 5th Progressive Music Awards. Kscope artists were well represented. So let's start off hearing the voices of Catherine Ann Davis, professionally known as the Anchoress, and Paul Draper, once of Mansun, now a Kscope artiste, as he readies EP2 and an album for release on the label. They work together, of course, on each other's music. So after taking dinner, and just before Catherine picked up her Limelight Award, voted for by the readers of Prog Magazine for the new Artist of the Year that features in their Limelight page, Catherine and Paul joined me at my seat on table 9 for a little bit of a chat.
Okay.
Catherine, what did Andy Summers say to you?
Well, we were talking about Hugh Padgham, because obviously I recorded my first album, Confessions of a Romance Novelist, in Hugh Padgham's studio, now defunct studio. It was the last record to be recorded in that live room using the vintage mic pre's that were also used on the police records. So that
was he impressed that you knew Hugh Padgham?
I don't think he was. Basically the person at the table who just turns around to the most famous person in the room and just says, "Hi, what do you do?"
I play a bit of guitar. You know, Paul Draper is sitting to my right, as you may know. I don't know whether you know Paul Draper, sitting to my right here. He was absolutely freaking out. Why were you freaking out that Catherine was sitting next to Andy Summers?
I've met a few famous people in my time, but being a huge Police fan, Andy Summers sort of, one of the greatest riff makers in the history of popular music, was a bit of a moment for me, really, just sitting right there next to us. And then, seeing next to him Trevor Horn, and then literally staring straight at him now, Steve Davis, one of the greatest sportsmen of all time.
The three greatest turns of our youth, basically.
It's literally blown me away. I mean, I thought tonight would be good, but I didn't think it would be this good.
What's happening with the Anchoress, and there's going to be some more dates? What's happening in the immediate future?
In the immediate future, I'm working on Paul's ever progressing solo project.
I'm going to ask him about
so
that,
we've been working on EP2, so I've just been busy working on his stuff for a while, really, to be honest.
I'm going to ask him about that. Is EP2 imminent, Paul? Can I have an exclusive?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we just submitted the lead track to the record company the other day, co-written by the Anchoress here. I just call her Catherine
Ann Davis.
But the general public call her the Anchoress, or Andy Summers. Trevor Horn and
Andy
people
Summers,
like that,
Andy Summers would call her Catherine, I think, yeah.
Well, I don't know. But, we wrote a song, and that's the lead track off EP2, so, I think the Kscope lot heard it the other day, and they're quite pleased with it, I think.
Is that going to be this year, then? Is that going to be before Christmas?
Yep, a couple of weeks' time, it's going to radio, we think.
All right, so good luck with it.
Thank you very much.
Embrace, good night,
The Progressive Music Awards 2016 recipient of the Limelight Award, as voted for by the readers of Prog Magazine, from the album Confessions of a Romance Novelist, which has recently had the full vinyl treatment with extra tracks from the Kscope label. Catherine Ann Davis, the Anchoress. The Album of the Year at the Progressive Music Awards was won by Kscope artist iamthemorning, Mariusz and Gleb. Now, this beat off some real heavyweight opposition, and personally speaking, I was absolutely delighted and indeed chuffed to bits that Lighthouse won the Progressive Music Awards Album of the Year for 2016. Mariusz was sitting to my left, so just before her and Gleb went up onto the stage to receive the award, and as you can imagine, Mariusz was very nervous. We had a quick chat over a glass of white. Are you enjoying yourself, Mariusz?
Oh, I'm very much enjoying myself.
How long have you been in London for?
I've been in London for a week, staying with my friends, and it's been a really lovely experience, really.
It's the geezer from Knife World has been showing you around, I understand. Where have you been?
Oh yeah, Charlie. Well, we've seen a lot of touristy stuff, obviously, and he made sure that I will walk enough for a month in like a couple of days. It was really lovely, and Knife World is a very good band too, so I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, they're great.
Yeah.
The weather's been nice. What's the good and the bad of this city?
Well, okay, I'll start with the bad things. It's a bit too busy for me, and also it's so filled with tourists, and a lot of them are Russians too.
All right.
Well, I hear them swearing on the streets.
What sort of things are they saying?
They're very bad things, not for the podcast.
Well, it's lovely to see you both. I hope you have a nice time.
Well, you have a nice time too.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Gleb, at long last. Thank you very much.
I felt the darkness, nothing else. Am I in hell? Can't you see me? Air breathed and played over my face. I felt ashamed.
From the 2016 Progressive Music Awards, hosted by Prog Magazine, Album of the Year, which is entitled Lighthouse. They are iamthemorning, Mariusz and Gleb, and that's called Libretto Horror. And you can see the video of that up on the Kscope Music website right now. Also featuring on the Album of the Year, Mariusz Duda, sings on the title track, and his band Riverside won Anthem of the Year at the Progressive Music Awards. Of course, as you probably know, Mariusz puts out his solo project Lunatic Soul on Kscope. So with those two things in mind, I sidled over to Mariusz after Riverside had received their gong to find out if there were plans for a further Lunatic Soul album. Mariusz, it's lovely to see you. Are you having a nice time?
Oh, definitely.
Is there going to be another Lunatic Soul record, first and foremost?
Yeah, definitely. Exactly September 5th, I'm entering the studio and I'm starting to work on the fifth Lunatic Soul album. Yeah, I think it will be a new chapter because after lots of circumstances that happened in my life, I decided to skip this death subject and go more into the light. So I think it will be more positive, definitely. Right. I don't want to dig in the darkness again. First 4 albums were connected with one character who passed away, and now there will be something connected with someone else who just wants to, feel alive.
All right. Okay.
So the music will be like this, I hope.
All right, it's going to be that quick.
So lots of details. Yeah, because I've got almost entire album finished. So
wow.
Now I'm just entering the studio to record something in a better way, because I've got demo, and I think I know when I'm going with this music.
All the dreams that followed and deformed my mind when I fell into your heaven. Now I bend the spoons as I bend my reality. I wore the truth as I walk the tide inside my deface all the dreams that followed and deformed my mind when I fell into your heaven. Now I bend the spoons as I bend my reality. I wore the truth as I walk the time inside my head. To Can you hear all is quiet? It feels alright. Can you hear all is quiet? It feels alright. I guess always quiet. It feels so right, I guess. Can you hear it always quiet?
Lunatic Soul, Treehouse, from Walking on a Flashlight Beam. Right, some notices. The Receiver Allburn going to be reissued with 5 remixes, 3 alternative mixes, and a cover of an Elliott Smith track. Go to kscopemusic.com for more information. It'll be available to download or stream on digital services or as a bonus disc with copies of the album from kscopemusic.com/store. Tesseract, new video coming on Monday. Check our website or Kscope social channels for details. Also, summer festivals, short film on the Kscope YouTube channel. That operates as a teaser for their upcoming North American tour with Gojira. The Pineapple Thief acoustic video from Bruce Sword is now up on the Kscope site at kscopemusic.com/TPT. Catatonia news coming in from Kscope's sister label Peaceville. Catatonia have some European dates starting soon. The tour starts in Scandinavia, working its way through Europe through to November the 5th, where they end up in Finland. Catatonia will play on the 21st of October in London, a special show involving 2 sets, one to celebrate the anniversary of the Great Cold Distance album, and then they'll do a Fall of Hearts set. Right, but I'm going to play out with another track from the Progressive Music Awards Album of the Year. I Am the Morning, Lighthouse, featuring Mariusz Duda on vocals. This is the title track, Lighthouse. Thanks for listening. Ta-da!
Come here. Hey.